It didn't matter how many times I rewatched this gameplay, I had to pause multiple times because I struggled to make sense of it. Little bro really needs some game depth tutorials. Maybe if people wasn't so brainwashed with AAA graphics and made something that matches their artistic skills, they will actually sell games to the gamers and not promises. Making paths for the players to take inside the story of a video game isn't a new thing, buddy. Oh, you want a different narrative every day? What a weird way to say that you need to buy new books. I'm sorry, but if all the gameplay offered in these AI games is some dialogue options, you might as well try visual novels. Banger songs that will end up in your playlist. Reading does good to brain-rotted brains. It hurts the first time though, so I need to warn you about this. Easy to abuse quick save system to help you romance the busty battlemate. And many of them are out for free, with updates included sometimes. Even if that's not of your taste, let's not forget that games with randomly generated worlds also exist. But those have more game mechanics than some quick time events, so I guess it's not a fair comparison for AI games, right? Wrong! That's just how the free market works. Free and slop makes millions of dollars, while AAA shooters struggle to keep their employees, and it's totally deserved. Deal with it, sucks to suck, get good. I'm sorry, but if your games need to be stealing from millions of authors just to be made, maybe it's not worth making it in the first place. Little bro really thinks he's cooking with making the narrative change infinitely, but even the most uninspired bosses need 5 stories or less to be like, alright, I will make this, combine with that, but as my own thing. How much control does a player need of its game? Don't get me wrong, I appreciate some switches to disable weapons, change enemy AI, and customize world generation. But if all control was handled to players, would it still be fun to play video games? Remember that players don't know what they want until they experience it. The foundations need to be there first so players can start making their own fun. So how are they supposed to love these AI games if the structure of the story keeps changing for convenience? It's hard to explain, but have you ever been recommended things that you will never touch and then see gameplay of a niche game to then go for it even if there is better alternatives? That's when things click. Making things click is part of the challenge that comes with game development, and it's not quickly solved by writing prompts and crossing your fingers. Those connections come from well-established stories, molding players' preferences in all genres of gaming. It's hard to make it happen without luck and a good team of developers not being greedy while looking for the best conclusion to their own game. Games should be allowed to end and not kept living as remakes like a bunch of zombies with life services implanted on them. I'm so tired of sandbox games expecting me to be a director, a character designer, a storyboarder, a cameraman, and so much more. Bro, I just want to hash cheeseburger while I chat to silly woman and lead myself to my own demise on the bad endings. We need to value more short experiences. Cause Jesus Christ, imagine putting these guys to play Metal Slug or other arcade games. They will probably brag about how their AI games branch into multiple endings only iPad babies will ask for. This ending isn't engaging enough. Let me add How many endings does your game need to be good? I will break it down to you. Write this down, chat. Stories can be open-ended. Having one ending is satisfactory. Having multiple endings can be used to sprinkle some lore for the curious players. But not having a clear goal makes it hard for developers to compromise with the narrative they are supposed to lead, and hard for players to recommend when they struggle to take this abomination of a fanfic seriously. It beats the whole purpose of a game in the long run. This all sounds rich coming from the guy that played modern Minecraft for years and doesn't play for the updates. Where is the changing narrative in playing the same world? The thing is, my story has been set in stone. It doesn't follow trends, and it clearly didn't need millions of hours worth of training material to be made. Just some random mods by some random ass guy, probably called Hell's Nutbuster 69. And guess what? If I want a different narrative, I watch content made by real people. It's more reliable and doesn't require 19 gigafarts of internet connection permanently. Probably a subscription too, since most AI products make their money that way. We already lost local co-op and split screen in modern games, cause it's not considered a valuable thing. And now, AI bros want to remove something so basic as a cohesive story worth remembering. Written by some random ass guy called Super Bottom Yaoi Lovers, it's not that people are missing the point about showing the progress of these demos, if you can even call them that. The problem is that you are trying to pass your point as something different the moment people say your point sucks. Oh, it's not this, it's actually that. No, it's not that, it's actually this. When you start making excuses, you will eventually run in circles and make less progress where it actually matters. In conclusion, something, blood think he's on the team. Something, don't let bro cook again.
I crash out sometimes when people are like, yeah, the gameplay of the game is really bad, but the story is good. I'm like, you are playing this medium. You are playing it.
100%.
You are taking your time to play this medium. If the gameplay is bad, that is a very strong and valid criticism, because it is the playing of it. It throws me. It is actively trying to downplay the negative thing, which makes worse content. Taking these stories and trying to be like, yeah, well, and then like making the but if and the but actually stuff is actively harming and creating worse stuff from it, because you're downplaying the severity of the mediocrity of the stuff.